Dr. Eggman has been a staple character of the entire franchise since day one. He has been designed to be the one persona that never gets old, and has succeeded to be such throughout the entire Sonic series. Now, I used to hear many people worry that the latest title in the series, Sonic Forces, will be the Blue Blur's last hurrah as a franchise. And as ludicrous as that sounded, it got me thinking, what if Dr. Eggman died in Sonic Forces? When Sega released the first trailer showcasing the villains to expect in the game, Sonic Forces spawned a plethora of theories and speculation. One of the most gripping topics for speculation, besides the identity of the new antagonist Infinite, was the death of a character. Some believed it would be Tails, others thought it would be the Avatar. There were even some people who went as far as to say that Sonic himself would be the one to die. Months later, the game releases. Nearly every prediction to the plot of Forces is confirmed, yet we see no one die. Was that just an overhyped failed prediction? What if there's a detail we're missing? But before going into the final boss, I noticed something strange about the design for this mech. Yes, it is very similar to that of his Nega-Wiz mech and the Time Eater, but there's just one thing wrong. It has no exposed cockpit. A common design convention that I've noticed among all Eggman's mechs, at least from Adventure onwards, is that they all have a surprisingly vital feature, as mentioned, an exposed cockpit. After noticing the pattern of how these final bosses are defeated, I came to the conclusion that the exposed cockpit was an added safety measure. It kind of serves as an Achilles heel for all of the creations that use it, but it saves the Doctor from the shortcomings of his designs. In the modern era, final bosses usually ended with Sonic delivering the final blow to the machine and launching Eggman out of it into the distance. When he's rocketed out from his machines, it keeps from him being caught in the blast caused upon destruction of his weapons. This time around, however, Eggman left that idea out of his metal beast. Given the effort he put into his latest scheme, it would make sense that he'd take the route of making his ultimate weapon as untouchable and invulnerable as possible. Unfortunately for him, this would be his evident downfall. Sonic and his counterpart from another dimension, and the unnamed hero, put an end to the Phantom Death Egg robot with ease, piercing through the body of the mech and leaving it to break down on itself and implode. The one difference is that we don't see Eggman escape from the rather lethal explosion that followed it this time. From the looks of it, he was either sent to his own null space, or he's gone for good. After completing the main story of the game, the title screen changes. The Resistance headquarters is opened up, and the reassuring melody of Light of Hope plays. Also, the floor sprouts a lone yellow lily. It is full of color, as opposed to the rest of the scenery, which is bathed and saturated with light. Given its isolation, what if there was a hidden message held by this flower? Lilies are often symbolized as the return to peace and innocence after death. This could take on two meanings in the context of this game, that being both of the death of the Doctor and the renewal of peace across the world. Eggman's seemingly endless vandalism of the planet has finally been put to an end. So, Eggman's frustration that built up over the years drove him to execute his most successful plan to date, but the consequence is that it would be his last. But ultimately, this is only a hypothesis. Anyway, this marks the finale of my What If series. It's been fun coming up with all these ideas that would have been too hypothetical for a normal Sonic theory. So, thanks for watching and for all the support, everyone. Have a good one, and take care.